Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we're going to talk about how to jumpstart your vehicle using a booster pack such as this one here. Now there's lots of different booster packs you can buy. If you check my Amazon store below, you'll see there's a lot of different ones in my store as well. Just make sure that you get something that has adequate cranking amps to start your vehicle. Usually you want to have something that's anywhere between 800 and 1,000 cranking amps for a 4-cylinder, and of course if you have a bigger vehicle you're going to need something a little bit bigger. This is the one that I'm using for this particular video. The battery is dead in this vehicle. I'm going to show you in a second what it's doing or what it's not doing, and then we're going to get this thing boosted, going to get it started. We're going to check the charging system, and then I know we're going to be replacing the battery because the battery in here is a little over 3 years old and it's already past its life expectancy. I just want to explain to you, certain times of the year batteries do go bad, usually when it's extremely cold and extremely hot. That's usually the killer for the battery. In this particular case, it's extremely hot, and that's why this one failed. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our booster pack, we're going to read our directions, and then we're going to get this vehicle started, and we'll see what it does. Let me show you what it's doing or what it's not doing, and you'll see how to go ahead and get it started. Okay, so as you can hear, it's just basically a slight click, and I know the battery is dead because I can see the interior light is very, very dim. All right, so we're going to take our booster pack here, and I'm going to zoom you in so you can watch what I'm doing, and I'll explain step by step. Okay, so this is our battery here, and we need to gain access to the negative. And then over here, you see this little plus sign right here? That's positive. I'll bring this in so I'll show you what it looks like. First thing you want to do is you want to pull up this cover right here so you can gain access to the plug underneath here, or the terminal underneath here. Now you can see it's a tight squeeze. We're not going to be able to get in there too good, so we're going to take this cover off. You just push this little tab in here, lift it, and you can take this cover totally off. This is the tab right here. You push it in and you lift this up and off. We're going to put it here for safekeeping. And now we're going to take our cables, such as this. This is the positive, the red is positive, the black is negative. And just so you know, there's a little mark on here. It'll show you which one is negative and which one is positive. Okay? Next thing we're going to do now is we're going to come over here. We're going to take these cables. We're going to connect this onto the top right here. And we're going to connect this one onto the top right here, just like that. Now, it will show you how many volts is in here, and as you can see with this one here, it's actually 9.2 volts. Normal voltage on this should be around 12 to 12.5 volts. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our booster pack and we're going to look around for a small little compartment, which is, in this particular case, it's right here. We're going to lift this up here, and this is where your booster cables plug into. Now there's only one way they can go in. You can see one has like a square cutout on it, a square cutout there, and that one is perfectly round, so you can't make a mistake and connect it up wrong. Okay, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to come over here, we're going to test to make sure that this unit is charged up. We're going to press this button, and you can see it's 100% charged. It's a good idea every 3 months to make sure you charge your booster pack, so when you need it, you have it. All right, we're going to lift this cover off like this. We're going to take our cables, plug the cables in here like this, plug it in, okay, and now you can see it's 15.3 volts right here. Okay, so now we're going to go in the vehicle and we're going to start the vehicle up. Okay, so as you can see now the vehicle started up. Now if the vehicle is running, you don't want to shut it off. I'm just shutting it off because we're going to be talking while this is going on. You have your vehicle still running. While your vehicle is running, you come up underneath here and you unplug the pack like this. Okay, and then once you have this unplugged, hold it with your hand, take the cable off here and the cable off there, and now you're able to take the vehicle to get the battery, to replace the battery, or whatever you need to do. Now let me just show you one more time, because this is always an issue, connecting these cables up. Sometimes it can be difficult. Now if you look underneath here, you know what, I'm going to bring you in so you can see what I'm doing here. You see right here, these cables, it's very difficult to connect the cable on there because the battery is right here. See, it doesn't really have much to clip onto at all. But it doesn't matter, because in this particular case, we can connect right onto here, just like this. The stud up on top, and then we're going to take this one, and we'll connect it on there as well, just like that. Okay, so if you can't connect this onto the stud, which is right here, and it doesn't stay on, then you can connect it up on top. But in this case here, if you do not have that stud sticking up like that, you can just take the cables like this. This is your nut that holds it together. We take our clamp like this, put it over the top like that, and just let this down. And now it's not holding on real tight, but it's still enough so that we can actually jump start the vehicle. And the way we know for sure, as you can see, it still has 9.4 volts. All right, so you can either connect it up on top here, or you can connect it on the side just like that. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so that is how you use the booster pack. But the most important thing is to always make sure that your booster pack is charged. And just that using it a little bit, it's down to 89%. So before we put this booster pack in the trunk of the car for future use, we're going to make sure we charge this up so it's 100%. As I said, every 3 months or so, you want to take that booster pack into your house and charge it up so it's 100% when you do need it. All right, but that's it. This is ready to go. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of different questions about booster packs. This is just this particular one. I will tell you this, sometimes booster packs have a button on the side of the pack that turns it on. So this one, it just happens to have the button up on the top right here, but your button could be up on the top here or on the side here, depending on which booster pack you have. All right, so this vehicle is jump started, and we're going to take it and we're going to replace the battery with the new one. If you're sticking around, I'm going to show you how to test the charging system to make sure that the battery is no good, and then we're going to go ahead and replace the battery with my favorite battery, which is an interstate battery. That's the only ones I ever used, probably for the last 40 plus years, is the interstate battery. It's very dependable, and you really don't have any failures as you do with others. Just make sure you take your booster pack afterwards, charge it up so that when you put it back in your vehicle, that it's all charged up for future use. Periodically, every 3 to 6 months, you want to charge it up so that it's ready to go if you need it. All right, so that's it. We're going to actually test the charging system on this, and we're also going to replace the battery with a new one because I am 100% sure that this battery is no good. All right, so I will put a link someplace up here or down there that you can click on it to see the testing of the charging system and then the replacement of the battery. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.